Okay, this will be more of a take two of this video. This time I got a little bit of better background instead of just seeing a dusty old fan cover for my paint booth here with some poster board behind us. Anyway, I'm just showing off here what I've done with this Shelby Green Hornet so far, the 68. Next things I want to do is take some of my Dynatron putty coat and go along this header here, this windshield header, and fill that in where I originally made a cut line. And I also want to raise up this the trim on the windshield here. That should be just a scoot, just a little bit higher. It looks a little low to me. It may be because it's not foiled or anything yet, but just a little bit higher. To me, the hard part, most of the hard part is done. 67, 68s had a kind of a recessed back window, which 65, 66 is a bit different, but it had almost kind of a tunnel back sort of a flare to it. Also, 67, 68 notchbacks had a very subtle crease that ran from the C-pillar up the side of the roof, up top, across. I tried to not file them, but kind of sand that in. So when it's painted and put the it'll have a vinyl roof eventually. That will be that'll show up through the paint. Pretty much the main body work is done. Is what I did was cut off that 66 top half and made onto the bottom half of the 68 Shelby. Why no one's ever touched this kit, I have no idea. Why no one's ever done, for some reason, a 67, 68 notchback hoop. Why, I just don't know. They always, every time you see one, it's always either a fastback. There's been convertibles done. I really haven't seen a 67, 68 convertible. That'd be something new for Revell or Round 2 or somebody to consider, because actually I think the notchback was actually more popular than the fastback, but they've always done that fastback and not the notchback. And the reason I did this was because the 66 still has a proper top half of the quarters that are neat on the 67, 68 notchbacks. What I did years ago was I simply took the roof off the 66 and tried to put it on the fastback body. That's okay as far as it went, except it made this hip area here too tall, and it never quite looked right to me. So I said, you know what? This dawned on me not long ago. Why don't I cut off the side or the top half of the 66, made it onto the 68, because I've always wanted to redo this car sometime again. And I pretty much captured the shape of that 1-to-1. Still some work in the back here to do yet. I've got, I'm going to cut off the end caps off the 68 Shelby body, mold those onto rear fenders here. The spoiler has to be taken off. It's going to have an opening trunk, so eventually I'm going to cut this trunk out and mold that spoiler or graft that spoiler onto this here. Of course, the Shelby taillight panels. This car is going to have a whole list of working features: working suspension, working steering, which the current kit doesn't have, roll-up windows, opening trunk, some other things I might throw in there just for a visual and kind of a wow, gotcha factor. But the main part was getting this body work, because I knew that was, and I'm still not done yet. I got this other door to cut out yet, make my own hinges, just a whole mess of stuff to do. So I'll post as time goes on. I may or may not. I'll have a lot of still pictures. So those of you watching this, if you go to Model Cars magazine message board forum, this is on the on the workbench section somewhere buried in there. Well, of course, as new topics get put in, the newest ones go to the top of the list. So I may put a post on the day. I'll see how much more work I get done. It's a little bit of an update of what I'm doing. But I'm pretty much testing out the iPhone tripod here. This is the first time I've tried it. I got in the mail the other day. So let me check this out, see if I can do a halfway decent videos with this thing again. Okay, thanks for looking. Take care.